have to forage for food or have food. Period. Like their idea. I mean, I mean, they might not even recognize space as space. I mean, it might not even be a big deal to them.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, because God, fucking little mine hole right there, kind of. That's a little dynamite right there. Yeah, I mean, because I guess inherently, as if the science is true, and we all came from apes and came out of the jungle, and we had to fight to survive. Like there's a certain amount of animosity and angst and defense mechanism built into our brain, right? I mean, that's just if that's who we are. We're territorial, instinct. Yeah, and we're animals. We don't have like a lot of big teeth or shit like that. We're just you come up with shit to throw and beat off the other person. It's not fucking fight and punch anymore. I mean, fuck, when did the fucking arrow get invented? I mean,
oh, that was a long time.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, a pointy stick. I mean, that'll do the job.
What's that thing that they call like where you have the spear and they have the little stick that you throw it out of?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name of it.
Yeah, I don't know the name of that. I mean, that was. Throwing a spear is one thing, but now they understood leverage at one point, and now you're hurling that motherfucker faster to kill a deer or fucking whatever. I mean, there's some pretty good advancements going on there, but I mean, an alien would be so far removed from that. Or do you think so? Or is like their little primordial ooze are starting up? Just the way it all clicked with their flora and fauna or whatever was just like everything was abundant and everyone on the planet had everything, so there's no reason to fight. We should just get together and come up with a really good idea. Like,
super. Well, if they evolved and grew and changed and became as it were in a completely different place where gravity's different, the atmosphere's different, just everything's different. I mean, I don't see any reason to expect that there would be anything human-like. How do we know they would even have like a sun that did anything positive? We like to think like we have this idea of what life is, but those things could just show up, looking like Jello with no eyes, no nothing.
Yeah, I remember getting in some real way outside my realm deep conversation with this cat. I was probably at a bar, bonfire, some shit like that. It was like, our construct of life is, a structure moving around, or moving around some organs like a blood bag pumping. That's pretty much everything that's on the planet, right? I mean, it has
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, like what if wispy balls of electrically charged plasma are out there, or gases have evolved with a certain amount of pressure and electrical core to it that's a living, breathing, thinking thing that's just going through doing whatever. Like we have no idea because we won't fucking get off we fucking landed on the moon, or our fucking space program has the best it's done in the last fucking 50, 60 years is send out a couple like video cameras, which seems awesome. Voyager 2, you've seen some of the cool stuff that motherfucker's done.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're just thinking like maybe. See, I think they've already found them. They've already figured this out, and I mean, why would they tell us about it? I don't know. They probably don't know very much about it. They have to know something is going on. Like
it would really piss me off if all of a sudden like the invasion happens, right? Like all of a sudden, like I don't know, some sort of Independence Day situation where these huge spaceships, alien craft just come out, deposit themselves over top of our major cities, and the U.S. government's just like we don't know. What the fuck? Like,
yeah,
I'd have a hard time believing that, and I would, especially our government and or most other governments, the fucking warring assholes that those people are actually in power, air quotes. I feel like they did some fucking shit wrong. They said the wrong things because they forgot for the fact that these people have traveled across the fucking universe, and they're what was that South Park the South Park episode? It was about the Catholics banging the kids and had the Catholicism across the universe.
Forget about the Gilgamesh.
Like, yeah, I feel like they had there's a council thing going on, and then it fucking Stan's dad's on there like, the fuck we are, motherfuckers. We don't do that shit on Earth. And it was like, well, you're not gonna have an Earth anymore because we'll fucking laser beam your ass out of here. Did you forget that? You forgot that. You forgot that you're a little bitty tiny speck in the world with no plasma ray guns or shit like that. Yeah, I would be more apt to believe that we fucked it up and like they'll continue to lie to us like they did by it. We didn't know they were there. We would. I mean, we would have. We. The fact that like I don't. Again, I think the reason why if they do know they don't tell us is because they don't trust us.
Well, we're stupid. They shouldn't trust us. People are dying because of gridlock on Mount Everest. Like we don't. We don't know good enough to like turn away from like the biggest, baddest mountain and just not go up there. But there's so many people trying to get up there at the same time that people are having to climb over dead bodies to get to what? Something that's really high in the air. I mean, no wonder, like, if there are aliens out there, they probably don't want anything to do with us because we're dumbasses.
I mean, if you came down, what's the amount of poop that's on Mount Everest? Like, there's just so much poop.
I guess there is, yeah.
So in the roughly 2 months that it takes to climb Mount Everest, the average alpinist will have produced nearly 60 pounds of excrement. Is that what you poop? Do we eat 60 pounds of stuff in fucking 2 months? That seems like a lot. So here it is. So
yeah, I guess so.
This season, porters who work on Mount Everest carried down 14 tons of fucking human waste from base camp.
Wow.
So at least they're carrying it down. I do remember this. That was in August of 2018 when that was written by the Washington Post. I don't know if we're
that's
supposed
14 tons, dude. 14 tons is a serious load.
Dude, that's a lot of pounds of poop.
What'd they do with it?
I was surprised. I'm reading. I just thought they kind of left it up there, but then all of a sudden you just had that's 28,000 pounds of shit.
Yeah, man. What do you do with that? Where do you go to drop that off?
This is obviously I don't know how many people in the world or what countries are doing the climbing, but this is an American thing. It's like, well, you pay a Sherpa to help you get you up, and then on the way down he carries your shit back too, literally. He got your ass all the way to the top of the mountain because he's the guy who does it all the time. Like, everyone's like, oh, this guy climbed it this time and he's done it 15 times. Like, that motherfucker took one of those dudes with him. Yeah, he had one of those guys that does it like 3 times a season because he's like a fucking ski instructor, basically. And then he's coming down. It's like, all right, Nanook, would you grab my poop? We're done here. See you next year.
Stuff.
Was he giving like $1,000 tip? How much money is it going to take you to climb 1,000 feet with a bag of shit on your back?
Dude, I think you'd probably have to be pretty like money ain't a thing to be able to climb Mount Everest just because of having to buy all the gear.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing that gets me is, I mean, you're climbing a mountain, and then at one point, like I think this is why all the people are dying, right? There was a little bit of weather, and they were running out of oxygen because you're up there like where there's not enough oxygen for a human being to go. This is the greatest thing about human beings is we're really adaptive to any environment, but we do have to bring oxygen up there. And they're just fucking like climbing a mountain is not easy. Number one, number two, you're doing it with fucking like oxygen tank is not light. I mean, that's a lot. That's heavy. So you're carrying all this shit to get you to the top of the mountain. And at the very hardest point, you really have to continue to carry the heaviest thing. I guess they're just dropping them off.
I don't know. Doesn't that kind of make us stupid though? Because we're like, I'm willing to die to get to the top of this thing just so I can tell people I did it.
I don't look. I mean, this is the thing about the evolution of the human being and where we actually are in life. We are so far removed from being scared and in a fight or flight mode the majority of our lives that we have to manufacture. Because again, like this is how we've adapted, right? We're fucking animals that are out there surviving, struggling to survive. There's daily things that are out there that's going to, like, the worst thing that's going to happen to you nowadays is you're going to be going 65 miles an hour down the interstate and a fucking deer runs into you and you're going to be pissed about it because you're
that's a bad day.
Yeah, you don't even know how to cut that deer up and eat it. It's just fucked your BMW up. Like that's the shit that's going to kill you and poor health and diet and I don't know, butt sex with weird animals or some shit like that. I don't know what I'll call it. I don't know what kills people.
Name 3.
I just feel like that's probably up there. That's got to be top 10. But Yeah, I mean, like we have to manufacture this stressful life, like all these tough mudders, and ultra marathons. Like these fucking dudes, there's guys out there that are like doing Ironman like every day of the month. Like the number one, that can't be healthy. It's not healthy. I'll tell you right now, it's 100% not healthy to do that shit. But you guys,
it can't be that fun either.
No, your fucking feet are blistered, your fucking ass is raw, you got no fucking nerve endings in your taint, sitting on a fucking bicycle that fucking long. Like, no, like none of that shit is good for you. Like a human being probably got up in the morning for the majority of the lifetime of a human being. Got up in the morning, fucking stretched his shit, stuck his head outside in the hut or the cave or something like that, was looking around, smelled like it was all right, ate the last little bit of food that he had in the day, and probably just chilled out. Just really chilled out until he saw something out the cave door, out the hut door, that, oh shit, there's one of them pokey head things. And did some really cool whippoorwill call, like, and then all the other dudes that are in the air, it's like,
dude, that was nice.
He's got one. Charlie's got one, dude. He's on it. He's doing it. And he starts beating feet through the fucking plains or the Serengeti or whatever with his sticking rocks. And we're just really good at running. And he's chasing that shit down. And then I got to tell you, if you're chasing down a fucking animal that you want to eat, there's a good chance that there's another animal out there that's chasing that fucker because he wants to eat it too. Because it is fucking...
It's very true.
It's kill or be kill out there. Now, you're the hunter, but you're also hunting the hunted. So it's whoever gets there first, right? Or whoever outlasts the other one. I mean, it's fucking... This is the shit that like people are putting themselves through because you don't actually have those stressors in life. I mean, cortisol is like one of the most craziest fucking... I think it's a hormone that we actually have in our body. Like, it's good and bad. Like, it's necessary that we have cortisol. Like, it helps us, upregulate adrenaline or how's that go? I'm going to start talking about ass here if I don't. Be careful. Anyway, you need fucking cortisol. But way too much fucking cortisol is stress. Like, it's overwhelming stress. Like, we get stressed out at work by non-physical things. Like, normally when a human being is stressed out, it fucking runs or it wrestles, But
right, doesn't just sit there and deal with it.
No, but like, and you're trying to get your shit together because you fucking AM PM'd yourself on your fucking alarm clock, and you've been late already 4 times this year, and you got to get your fucking fat ass down to the car, and you're fucking spilling coffee on your brand new fucking tie, and you dropped your fucking bagel, and you're getting in your car, and fucking the kid drove your car, the fucking seats all the way up, and it's just not going. You're not having a good day. You're already stressed the fuck out. And then you sit down in your fucking office for 8 hours doing another job that you fucking hate because you got a fucking student loan or fucking mortgage and shit. And you're already stressed out about that. Then you come and find out your wife did something real stupid, like bought brand new lawn furniture when you very well had a discussion that we're not buying fucking new lawn furniture this year. And you lost a little bit of money gambling last week on fucking football. And like all this other shit. And all you're doing is sitting on the fucking couch eating microwave fucking food or deep fried fucking McDonald's. And you're just fucking killing yourself. This is a stupid race. These people are clamoring, saving up. How much money does it take to climb Everest? These are not poor people.
I'm going to guess it's a 5-digit number.
Poor people have real problems. This is rich people are clamoring over themselves on top of a mountain to say that they did something because they have no better outlet.
What do they think's at the top of Everest?
Hopefully they know it's the sky. Right? I mean, that's it.
Well,
right?
Maybe.
Is that's the tallest one on Earth? Is Everest the tallest peak on Earth, or is that Kilimanjaro? I don't know.
Pretty sure it's Everest.
All right. Yeah. So that's it. That's what you got to the sky. You're out. Here.
Well, that is a pointless endeavor that is totally not worth dying over.
Because basically, if you think of it, if you're not inside of a mountain, you're already in the sky.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
man,
dude, I'm gonna put that on one of those stupid things that people put on Instagram. Like I have this, a valley, a mountain, and a lake, and it's like if you're not inside the rock, you're already in the sky. Quit shitting on Everest.
Dude, my favorite one of those is is like with that pelican's eating that frog, and the frog's choking the pelican while he's in its mouth, and it says "Never give up."
Never give up, guy. Yeah. What was the other stupid thing? I remember uh,
There was a
cat
kitten on
hanging
the
on a
end of a
tree branch.
branch.
Yeah, yeah.
Hang in there.